it's Kayla, and today I'm going to be talking about my experience at the Heartless by Marissa Meyer book signing. I had the greatest of pleasures going to Barnes & Noble in Union Square to see my favorite author, Marissa Meyer, again. Hello. So, I am here in my fashionable attire. I got all dressed up a little fancy. Here's my boots. That was just my roommate. So yeah, I am going to the Heartless book signing and I'm super excited. So here I am so you could see me better. A little bit better. I'm looking in my mirror. Anyway, yes, I'm going to Heartless signing. It's been a year since I met Marissa Meyer, and it's going to be such a fun experience. I'm super excited. My roommate Stephanie and one of my best friends, she is meeting me there, and I can't wait, and words cannot describe the excitement I have right now. Okay, I'll keep you posted. Bye! As you might know, I went to the winter book signing last year, which is equally amazing. I would have put the footage up by now, but as I said a couple weeks ago, I was having difficulties with my laptop, and it turns out the hard drive failed, and so I didn't have that footage anymore, which was great. But I do have some clips from my phone, one of them being me finding winter at the bookstore. It's November 10th, 2015, and look what I found. I'm in Barnes & Noble, near my school, and I'm really excited right now. I have it in my hands right now. I read like the first 50 pages in the Barnes & Noble, but I can't read it yet because tomorrow is the book signing, November 11th, and I'm going, and I'm so excited, so I can't buy this yet. I can't buy it. I have to wait to buy it later for the book signing, which is a pain in the ass, but oh my god, I'm so excited. And the other being me actually talking to Marissa.
I'm wonderful. Thank you for waiting. It's my favorite series ever. I love it so much. I actually went to the Barnes & Noble yesterday and read like the first 50 pages, but I didn't buy it, so I knew I had to buy it today.
But it was such a fantastic opportunity meeting her for the first time last year, and it was equally great seeing her again this year. I love Lunar Chronicles. As you know, I talk about it all the time. It's my favorite sci-fi series, my favorite series of all time. Heartless, I was so excited to go for this book. And if you don't know, Heartless is a standalone book, and it is kind of a retelling slash prequel, whatever you want to call it, about the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland and how she kind of came to be the Queen of Hearts. And because I was so eager to go get the book, meet Marissa, be at the event, the whole shebang, I got there around 45 minutes early before the event started because last year I had to stand in the back because I got there a little late, so I wanted to be there super early, but when I got there was almost nobody there, so it was kind of pretty great. So I went down and I sat in the third row, and I was just minding my own business, you know, taking some footage, looking around, and then I hear a familiar voice, and I look up, and in front of me is Emma from Emma Books, and I was like, oh my god, I love her videos, I love her, this is like such a crazy thing that's going on, and I have like such crippling social anxiety, so it took a lot for me to be like, hey, is that seat taken? Next to the girl next to her, Pam, she was also really sweet, but I was like, hey, is that seat taken? And they're like, no, not at all. And so I got up and I went to sit down, and Emma was like, I love your outfit. And I was like, oh my god, it's so great. I'm like, I love your books, you are amazing. And so, no, I love your videos about books. And she was like, oh, thank you. And basically we sat and talked the whole night together, me, Emma, and Pam, and it was so much fun. Moving on to the event itself, before sitting down, I went and bought Heartless. Isn't it gorgeous? And I realized the dust jacket is gorgeous. Look at this shiny, beautiful, oh, the dust jacket fell, but that's okay because look at this gorgeous, shiny, beautiful book. It's so pretty. I love when books have different like cool designs like under the dust jacket, and it's not like your typical like cardboard kind of feel of a book. It kind of feels more like leather bound or just like really sturdy, and it's beautiful and shiny, black and red. I'm just gonna keep the dust jacket off for the rest of the video because it's just so pretty. So the Heartless event ended up having a theme, and it was the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, and it was so exciting. Probably one of the most fun experiences I've ever had, if I didn't mention that already. It was so unique. How it went was Marissa introduced the theme of the book signing, as you can see.
Thank you guys for coming tonight. I'm very happy to welcome you to our grand kingdom of hearts. I hope you enjoyed your trip down the rabbit hole. I'm very pleased you could join us for tonight's Mad Hatter Tea Party in celebration of a book, there's one, on stage, of Heartless, which is of course a very important historical document, a biography of our great queen, focusing on her teen years.
And then we moved on into the talent portion of the tea party. If you don't know, there's kind of like a talent show during the Mad Hatter's Tea Party in the book, and so that's why they kind of had this whole theme going on, and it was so cool. So what Marissa did is she picked 6 different volunteers, and they'd come up, and she had 6 different playing cards, and on each card there was a different talent. And each person had to do that talent, and it was the most hilarious thing ever, watching everybody having such a good time and trying to perform these different talents that they didn't even know they had. There was an opera singer who performed nursery rhymes.
Oh yes, well, I mean, I'm sure you all recognize her, as she is, after all, one of the most acclaimed opera singers in our So ladies, you might have to break out your handkerchiefs, because I'm sure there will not be a dry eye in the place after Takaro amazes us all with this beautiful, heartfelt, operatic rendition of I'm a Little Teapot. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's the handle, here is my spout. Let me sip you over for me. You're doing great. Tip me over for me, yeah.
There was a person who did impressions.
She's extraordinary. So Aria is going to do an amazing impersonation of a literary character, and the audience is going to tell us all who you're impersonating.
Honestly, you were supposed to turn in that divination homework last week. Professor Umbridge is not going to like this. Because she's obviously want to teach us divination, not Trelawney or anything.
There was a bodybuilder.
Ah, yes, Penelope. Well, I am so happy tonight that Penelope could be here, who is, of course, our kingdom's most extraordinary bodybuilder. She shattered previous records when she bench pressed 600 pounds with nothing but her right thumb. Now, I'm a little intimidated by Penelope, I will admit, but I have agreed to take one for the team. And tonight, Penelope and I are going to have a thumb war. 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare a thumb war.
Poet.
I'm sure many of you are familiar with Gloria, who is one of the great romantic poets of our time. And so today, let's see, do we have any hats in the audience? Okay, you see this lovely rainbow hat right back there? All right, so you are going to conduct a beautiful, heartfelt, romantic poem / love letter to that hat.
Nice and warm.
So colorful like the rainbow. Like the ice cream I eat on summer's day. Like the joy I feel when I read more books.
And many more that were just so entertaining.
So pleased tonight to introduce you all to Noah, the celebrated bard. I'm sure many of you are already familiar with some of her classic works, some of my personal favorites, such as Goldilocks and the Three Lobsters. I loved that story. Also The Princess and the Periodic Table. Yeah, a classic, folks. Straight out of my childhood. So I'm very glad you could be here with us tonight. So Noah is going to impress us all by creating right before your eyes a brand new fictional character. The name of the character is Lady Lovebird LeBlanc. Who is Lady Lovebird LeBlanc?
Lady Lovebird LeBlanc lives in the mountains. She lives in a tiny little hut made of stones. She drinks Sauvignon Blanc. She has blonde hair, blue eyes, and she enjoys reading, knitting, and making hats.
Does she sometimes have Mad Hatter tea parties with all of her knitting and her tea and her wine?
Yes.
Sounds like a lovely person.
Yes, and they all have to wear her fancy hats.
Of course, the headmistress of Miss Olivia's finishing school for proper young ladies. Did anybody here attend Miss Olivia's finishing school? Okay. Oh, lots of her old pupils. See, you're in good company. So Miss Olivia tonight is going to instruct us all in the ways of perfect posture, as well as the classic literature that any fine young lady these days should be familiar with. So you are going to balance this book on your head while reciting a beloved nursery rhyme.
No, nursery rhymes are very...
Get your bearings.
Sorry, not particularly level-headed.
Alright. So, nursery rhymes are a very important part. Nursery rhymes are a very important part of every fine young lady's education. And I'm simply demonstrating what not to do.
Everybody in the room was laughing their heads off. It was just so great. Becca Solar, who also reads the audiobooks not only for the Lunar Chronicles but for Heartless, was there, and like last year when she read a chapter from Winter, she read a chapter from Heartless, and it was just so great listening to her. Her voice is so captivating, and she keeps all of the accents straight, and just her narrative is just, it keeps you going. So it was really great listening to her, and because of that, it inspired me to listen to my first audiobook. So right now I'm halfway through listening to Heartless through Rebecca's voice, and it's just such a fun time. I'm so happy reading it right now. Usually I'll read it on my way to school and on my way back from school on the train. I have adult coloring books, so I'll listen when I color, things like that, and it's just such a good story so far. I really recommend it. As the evening went on, Marissa did a Q&A. One of the questions was, what are the new releases that she's going to be coming out with? And she answered those questions. So in December, there's going to be the Lunar Chronicles coloring book coming out. I'm so excited for that. I cannot wait. I love coloring books. Yeah, they're just so great and like calming, and I always liked to color since I was little, so just having my favorite characters in a coloring book is like the best thing ever. And also in January, Wires and Nerve is going to be coming out. It is a graphic novel, kind of like a sequel of the Lunar Chronicles spin-off thing, and it features Aiko. And each of the people at the event got a chapter sampler of Wires and Nerve. I know it's going to be coming out soon, but here's an example of it. It's all purple and pretty, and the drawing is wonderful. The art is by Douglas Holgate, and I can't wait for this to come out too. And even more special, if the fire truck could go by, that'd be good. Even more special than that is next year in the fall 2017, Marissa's gonna be coming out with the first book in a trilogy, which is about female superheroes, like female teenage superheroes, and that just sounds so cool to me. And if it's her writing, then I know I'm gonna love it. So when it came to actually meeting Marissa, I kind of I was a little more nervous than the year before for some reason, just because I didn't know she was going to remember me. I didn't really know what to say. I kind of planned out what I was going to say beforehand the last time I saw her. So when I got to the front, I mostly just talked to Rebecca. So Rebecca was next to Marissa when I was going to get my book signed, and when it went to me going to say hi, Marissa was like, "Hi, how are you?" I'm like, "I'm great. Like, I'm so happy to be here." And then I went to Rebecca right away, and I'm like, "Your voice is amazing. You did such a really cool job with the audiobook, such a really cool job." And I was like, "I've never listened to an audiobook before, but you have encouraged me to do so just because I really think it would be a great way to read the story." And Marissa was like, "Yeah, like, she's absolutely great. Like, she's fantastic." I'm like, "I know, like, she's awesome." And I didn't really talk to Marissa or about Marissa. I don't know, I guess I was just so nervous, but I did get a picture with Marissa, and that is on my Instagram. And I also got a picture with Emma and Pam. Emma, if you're watching, hey, what's up? Like, hi girl. It was just so cool and fun to meet everybody though. It's such a different experience that I've had before. It was the first event I went to by myself. I was supposed to go with my roommate, but she unfortunately couldn't end up coming. But it was kind of a good thing for me. It really pushed me outside of my comfort zone, and I actually got to socialize a lot more, and it was such a good feeling. And other than Wires and Nerve and the Heartless book, other swag they were giving away was a poster for Wires and Nerve, but they didn't like ask me if I wanted one, and I didn't feel like asking because I was kind of nervous, so I didn't get the chance to get the poster. But I did get this Heartless magnetic bookmark, and it's just one of the ones that goes right over the book, and I thought it was so cute. I'm obsessed with bookmarks, but better yet, I didn't even realize this. On the back of the card that holds the bookmark, there's a recipe, because as some of you might know, the main character, the Queen of Hearts, aka Catherine Pinkerton, loves to bake. And so on the back is an exclusive recipe inspired by Heartless, and it is Peter Pumpkin Eater chocolate bars. And you know that I am going to be trying to make these for Thanksgiving. I can't really do proper grammar right now because I'm just really nervous and really excited about this signing, and I just have so many things to say. So that was really cool. I got a recipe, I got a bookmark, I got a chapter sampler, and I got a gorgeous book that has a crown on the front. I didn't even realize this. Has a crown on the front and a Joker's hat on the back. Oh my god, that makes so much sense because I'm halfway through the book and I'm like, duh, Joker. Anyway, I had such a fantastic time. It was such a new and great experience to be there, to talk to Marissa, to talk to Emma, just to be in a place that I love and I'm so familiar with. And I love this book so far. I highly recommend it. If anybody else went to any Marissa events, wherever you were on her tour, please let me know. What did you think of it? Did you have just as much fun as I did? I really want to discuss. And if you already read Heartless, please let me know what you think of it because I really want to know. So that's it for now. I'm gonna go. I'll see you sooner rather than later with a new video. I'm gonna be posting my Cassandra Clare signing video next, so make sure to look out for that. Anyway, yeah, I always mess up my outro, but I'm gonna go, so bye. Bye!